There we go. 3 Juxtaposition, 3 Gotatsu, 3 Mist Dragon Seal, 3 Chakri, 3 Phoenix Fire, 2 Saber Spine, 3 Scroll Bandit, 2 Pando, 2 Cyclone Mask, 2 Killing Edge, 2 Lantern Fox, 2 Mind Cage Oni, 2 Spelljammer, 1 Heaven's Eclipse, 2 Eternity Painter, 3 Zendo, and a Spiral. Okay. I have actually played a deck pretty similar to this before in tournaments. It had Owlbeast Sage in it. Now, Mind Cage Oni and Scroll Bandit didn't exist in those days. This was pre-Unearthed Prophecy. But this is quite similar to my old Arcanist Reva deck, which was extremely fragile, but very powerful. Basically, if it got off on the front foot and you stuck an Owlbeast Sage, you just win. You just crush people with teleporting Owlbeast Sages. And if you miss a turn and they make a tempo play, you're just dead. I imagine this is very similar. Because you don't have a whole lot of ways of coming back or a whole lot of burst. Like, you've got the Phoenix Fires and then Lantern Foxes, so you can burst someone down from like 6, but without the Crescent Spears that most Rivers play nowadays and like 8 gates, it's really hard to just 10 somebody or 15 somebody out of nowhere, which makes a deck like this a little bit unreliable. The other thing, so most people play 2 Zendos, and I don't think I've ever played a number of Zendos in a Songhai deck that wasn't 2 since he came out, or at least since I owned 2 copies of him. I've genuinely never played 3 Zendos. Actually, there was one time I played 1 Zendo. It was a Gauntlet deck. So I do feel like this might overload a little at the top end, especially with Heaven's Eclipse as well. Although I have enjoyed playing Heaven's Eclipse and 2 of each of these. Although I don't think that deck had Spiral. No, I lied, it did. It was like someone's weird Mantra version. But the Mantra was not good. Not sure about this Cyclone Mask either. Like, there is a combo with Saber Spine Seal, but... So I feel like when you're playing a Songhai deck, it's really hard to get cute. Like, if you include a card because sometimes it does a cool thing, that's a really easy way to open up holes in your deck. The Songhai decks that I've played that have been the most effective are decks where every single card is part of one coherent combo. This is why the 8 gates decks are so good, because all their removal cantrips, or is cheap, and deals with things really efficiently, synergizes with the rest of the deck, and then the parts of the deck that aren't removal are just burn spells that all go face, or can be used as point damage against creatures to keep you alive if you need. But usually, you can build up your Phoenix Fires because you're using Gotatsus and Twin Strikes to kill things. And you've got Geomancer, so that if you run low on Phoenix Fires, you've still got more of them. So, the Cyclone Mask, really cool card, but not necessarily a piece of your plan overall, I would say. Like, the card is a little slow. In fact, it's very slow. Like, it's pretty embarrassing when you're playing against, like, a tempo deck, and you're on the back foot in your top deck. Oh, Cyclone Mask, that does nothing. Especially without Bangle or other, again, Crescent Spear, other synergies with it. So, although the card does quite cool things, like, pinging for 2 every turn is not terrible, it's still 3 mana, and it opens up that weakness, where sometimes you'll have, like, a Scroll Bandit in play, and you really need a Mist Dragon Seal. Maybe these should be Sparrowhawks if you're playing the Arcanist with teleportation type thing, but then you want more Arcanists. Basically, I feel like almost every Songhai card works best when you commit into it, which you're not doing with specifically the masks. So I would probably cut them. I'm not going to actually make any changes until I've played it, but still. 3 copies of Zendos to increase the chances of him drawing him late game. Yeah, that's reasonable. I mean, you've got Spelljammers, you've got Gotatsus. You don't have Twin Strike, but you could have Twin Strike. It's pretty, you're not unlikely to see him. 8 gates isn't meme anymore. No, I know, right? It's weird. It used to be just purely troll bait, and then I found myself crafting a playset and loving it. Cyclone Mask is almost used in every game I play. It clears minions and avoids unnecessary damage. Yeah, but so do removal spells. Especially Twin Strike. which is like a Cyclone Mask, but it kills both their creatures at once and draws a card. Only Emma Watson. Like, you only play Emma Watson? Is Reva Emma Watson now? You only talk to Emma Watson? Or are you actually Emma Watson, but you're being humble about it? I have so many questions about my opponent. Alright, Duplicate Fox is usually bad. They don't tend to... They compete for hand space, and are bad when you're behind on tempo, so if the first Fox doesn't work out... If the first Fox does work out, you've usually got 6 cards in hand, and if the first Fox doesn't work out, the second one won't do anything. So we can ship that. Zandos for later, especially with 3 copies in the deck. This is like an okay hand. Turn 1 Fox, turn 2 Mist Dragon is... I mean, carried me pretty far when I was but a lowly noob. I have many fond memories of turn 1 Lantern Fox, Inner Focus, Mist Dragon Seal, kill your guy, get a Phoenix Fire. Oh, those are the days. Oh, this is good. This, the stuff I want. Well, I say that. If my opponent has a removal spell, this whole hand falls apart. So we're probably playing the Fox first, because it's better against Phoenix Fire. Folks, my opponent is playing Jank. I like it. I mean, Fox is like a pretty good counter to Jaxi, with the exception that we don't have a whole lot of hand space right now. But we can clear some with Juxtaposition, used either just to get some tempo or to kill something. Do I want to take the Monotile? I guess. I can take the Monotile and Mist Dragon it up to here just to clear space. It sort of wastes the Mist Dragon Seal, especially with this guy. But, like, I'm not playing this turn. And I'm probably not playing it next turn. Maybe that's a lie. Maybe next turn I can set it up behind me and then Jux it in. So I should replace the Phoenix Fire. If my opponent makes this into a 1-1 and we... Oh, I guess we can Jux again to get rid of it if we absolutely have to. Sweet. So... If this guy's like Onyx Bear Sealed, that's a pretty big punish. But if she doesn't have OBS, clearing space for... Oh, nice. That's a good answer to Jaxi. Clearing space for double Phoenix Fire in the hand, while also stunting my opponent's tempo and putting down a 3-4 Fox is like... That's pretty serious business. Lantern Fox previously had Celerity, correct? Yes. Like, way back in the day, it was like a 3-3 with Celerity. They made a copy of itself or something stupid. I forget exactly. For like 5 mana. Have you noticed that I'm not running any copies of Inner Focus? I have. I would honestly play a couple. Like, this guy with Inner Focus is way different from without. So with all the Jaxies. Alright. Get that value. We're now like 2 cards up on my opponent. This is amazing. So now I can play the Scroll Bandit and Kotatsu this. Trading for it and cycling. We could look at keeping Zendo in the hand here, just to build towards him. Like, these Phoenix Fires might be a bit redundant with both of us on 25, although they are very good in the mirror because they kill most Songhai creatures. So possibly I should ship this looking for something else, but... So we're doing this next turn into, like, Jux, attack with this, do something. That could be a Bombard deck. That is a good shout. That's probably what it is, isn't it? That's the thought. These are good against Killing Edge. Bye, Zendo. That is not much better, but it's slightly better, I guess. If we're needing to reach in and kill things. Oh, so many expensive cards. No. See, we've drawn this guy 3 times already. So this is a bit awkward because if my opponent doesn't play anything behind her, or at least close to, alright, sick, we can kill that. That's awkward. Right, so the play here is almost certainly Phoenix Fire this, Jux this, attack, attack face, draw a card, something. Certainly don't need all of these. Let's get rid of that. Second scroll bandit, nice. Although I don't really have anywhere to play it. Maybe out here-ish? I could put it there or something and just threaten the next juxtaposition, but that seems pretty bad. I guess it's better than it dying. I'm not exactly lacking in cards in hand. The other option is I could put it here and body block it with the Heartseeker. I'm going to put this here to force my opponent to choose between attacking this and attacking the Heartseeker. She might just have a Ghost Lightning or whatever to clear them both. But since I'm probably playing a 6-drop next turn, I'm not going to have mana to play this otherwise. So I can get away with playing it here. So this might get Phoenix Fired. So it's... Oh, yeah, Mechazor Bombard. I thought about building this myself, like, a while ago. Never got around to it. Since in fairness, it looked pretty awful. That is a hilarious Mechazor answer, isn't it? She's 2 mechs off. Alright. Which of these cards does the most actual work? Kind of none of them do anything really. I do have to get rid of this at some point. If it ends up over here, I can kill it. Or here I can kill it. There and there I can't. It's a little risky. No! Damn it. Oh, that's funny. Oh no, that doesn't work. I was like, I can make my opponent walk over here and backstab this, but she'll just stand where she is. It might be good if I can lure her out with a Zendo, though. Although I think there's nowhere good to put this guy. Right, I have to do something. Let's just... Let's keep it relatively simple. The Scroll Bandit being over here is actually handy because there's now nowhere on the board that I can't put an Eternity Painter next to. So if she Mechazor's in the corner, I can paint. You're drawing those high curve cards more often than I do. I don't know about that. Like, yeah, it's slightly higher than average, but... Alright. Is she going to go for the Mechazor this turn, or is she going to go for Helm Bombard next turn? Do we have to win now? So if we can get it to 10, we can... if we can deal her 10 this turn, we can spiral her in the face next turn. Provided we don't just die. So I can, like, Saberspine Zendo, attack face. She goes to 13. Then kills him. She goes to 9. And then we kill her next turn, provided we aren't dead. That leaves me with 5 mana to interact, which is a bit awkward because I can't play this. I can move Zendo up 1. Play the, like, punch this. Play the Painter to get rid of these. Come down here. Attack. I don't know if I even need Zenda to get rid of this. I could go face with it. And she goes to 12 and then punches this. Puts at a 9. That's pretty awkward. That sucks. I think that's the best play I have, given the circumstances. So the spiral's one off, but we have the Heartseeker to ping. Okay. She didn't have it. We're good. I'm still really confused by that username. Like, is it part of a saying? Only Emma Watson could make these plays.